Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson and Ranking Member Davis, for holding this hearing today. One of the main concerns I hear from my constituents about the federal grants process is that too often most of the money flows to larger cities, leaving our already struggling rural communities behind. This is why the USDA rural development is so important. It provides the resources and technical assistance that small towns need to succeed, especially those that do not have professional grant writers or experience applying for federal funds. Small communities can go to RD for help with modernization of wastewater systems and public facilities like fire and police stations, building out rural broadband, and providing low-interest home loans. Just last year, almost $45 million from various RD programs came into northeastern Pennsylvania. Some highlights include over $2 million from the Community Facilities Program to Greater Hazleton Can Do to purchase an existing commercial building to help with their mission of attracting businesses and entrepreneurship to the Greater Hazleton area, and a $8.7 million loan through the Water and Waste Disposal Program to Exeter Borough to upgrade their aging stormwater and sewer systems, where my family grew up. However, I know many more communities in my district could take advantage of the wide range of RD programs if they simply knew what was available and how to obtain it. Commissioner Heimel, as someone who also comes from a rural county in Pennsylvania, what advice would you offer to counties and communities in my district for identifying rural development programs that they could use?
There's no easy answer. I think it's daunting to a lot of local officials. They don't have grant writers. They don't have personnel that are particularly familiar with the process. They don't really have easy access to what the programs would be. I think the capacity building is a very important element of this, and I think that the USDA-RD actually can contribute to that to help the local, particularly very rural areas, be able to access that with resources at the departmental level. So much money goes, as you say, to the urban areas because the rurals, which may have more needs in many ways, aren't aware of it or just simply can't tap into it. And the administrative responsibilities after you apply for a grant, after you do all the research to find out what it is, after you pull the department or the various stakeholders together and research it and file your application and dog your application and then have to do all the reporting. So many rural communities do not have personnel that are empowered to do that. They're not available, and they're doing about 4 other jobs at the same time.
Well, I was worried that's what you were going to say. So the 11 words that you never want to hear from the government, that we're here and here to help honestly. What about Ms. Brand, Ms. Forbes? Do you have anything else that you would like to add to that?
Rural development organizations like myself, there's 500 of us across the United States, so they should reach out to them. They should be able to give them a breadth of knowledge of these are the types of programs that you're eligible for, what's your project, and then if they need to bring in extra technical assistance, certainly to reach out to those local rural development officials that actually that's their job, and to help them figure out what is the best path forward.
Mrs. Brand? Would you have anything to add?
Well, I think definitely partnering with USDA Rural Development partnered and continued partnering and enforcing that relationship across the country with organizations that have that technical assistance. Certainly the field team, even though we've already talked about the concerns about the numbers of field offices and the employees there, are still play a very vital role, and that's where the heart is of rural development, are those people and the passion. They live in those communities and know the communities best.
So use the government as a partner, not as an adversary per se. Thank you. I look forward to taking your advice back home and helping more of our smaller communities take advantage of these opportunities. Also, I'm excited to soon bring Pennsylvania State Director for Rural Development and my friend Mike Cabell, along with some of the state program leaders up to my district in northeastern Pennsylvania to hold an informational session where communities can learn what programs rural development offers and how to successfully apply for this federal assistance. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields balance of his time.